Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Khalil Brathwaite, host of the Khalil the Hannibal Sports Board YouTube channel and Facebook page. And today I'll be discussing, and there's going to be a lot to discuss today. I'll be talking about the fact that Tyreek Hill is being investigated, despite the fact that he got into an alleged battery incident, that is, which came out yesterday. I'll be talking about the fact that Kareem Hunt's been suspended for 8 games for the 3 incidents that he's been in, for sure. And one of them got the attention. Mosaic nightclub incident. There's the hotel incident where he pushed on the kid, 19-year-old Abigail Ottinger, and the one incident last year where he punched a guy at a Putin Bay resort for no apparent reason. I'll be getting to that. Plus, I'll also be getting into the fact that the Ring of Honor 17th anniversary results, and the fact that Panthers football player Taylor Hearn got into a street fight. I'll get into that for sure. But first things first, I'm going to start things off with the fact that Tyreek Hill is being investigated as we speak. Now, Tyreek Hill, that is, the reason why he's being investigated, because is he is responsible. He been to an incident for an alleged battery incident, that is, which would have to be a child abuse and neglect, that is, and it took place in which a juvenile was a victim, and Hill's fiancée is named, well, by name of Christina Espinal, that is. That's his fiancée. Others got involved in this. Now Tyreek Hill, that is, wasn't arrested or charged. Back at Oklahoma State, that is, he was accused and convicted of domestic abuse. That is, for punching and choking his girlfriend, that is, his then pregnant girlfriend, that is Christine. Well, I think, yeah, Christine Espinal, that is the mother of his child. That is, he got 3 years probation and had to attend anger management. That is, completed probation last year, and that conviction was dismissed. Another report came. Well, he was been in 2 instances. That is, by the way. There was another police report that is came out this past Wednesday that didn't involve Tyreek Hill's name not in there, but Christina Espinal was involved in the battery case. So Christina Espinal was the person that was involved in that juvenile victim, who basically happens to be the mother of Tyreek Hill's child. That is, but if video surfaces of Tyreek Hill in this alleged battery, child abuse, or neglect incident, there's going to be some severe repercussions. And not only that, this is going to result in Tyreek Hill being released by the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs are aware of this for sure. It was on KCTV Star, that is. I can tell you this, that Tyreek Hill is going to be released, and no one knows it. Well, he's going to be released, and no team's not going to want him. But I will tell you this, Tyreek Hill is going to be banned sooner rather than later, unless they got video footage and the repercussions that he'll face. You can have him on the exempt list, you can have him fine suspended, but Tyreek Hill wasn't arrested or charged. He can't be put on administrative leave. You can have him dismissed from the team. You can have him released, that is. But the right thing that the NFL is going to do is ban Tyreek Hill for good. That's the only thing they're going to do for sure. So hopefully when the details come out, or the video comes to services, then Tyreek Hill, he'll be released and banned from the NFL as soon as you know it, though. So that's all there is to it, though. So again, Tyreek Hill is being investigated for an alleged battery incident, that is. So all there is to it, and it's gonna have some repercussions awaiting him for sure. So that's all there is to it, by the way. Also, in other news, another topic, that is, Kareem Hunt's been suspended for 8 games, in spite of the fact that he's been in 3 incidents. That is, now he's not gonna appeal his suspension. I'll tell you that. In spite of the 3 incidents that he's been in last year. Last January, the Mosaic nightclub incident in Kansas City. There's the February incident that got last February incident that got everyone's attention, which is shown on TMZ Sports. Pushed, shoved, and kicked Abigail Ottinger, the 19-year-old individual who attended Kent State, that is, at the Cleveland Hotel, which is known as the Nine. So basically, Kareem Hunt was not arrested or charged in that case. I'll tell you that. Was not charged, was not arrested. Now, Abigail Ottinger was the one that attempted to press charges against him, but unfortunately, the hotel didn't. The hotel was a private facility, that is, so that didn't look good right there. I can tell you that. But everyone knows how that all went down. And then, last month he gets signed and then that led to him being released by the Chiefs. And then last month he signed with the Browns for no apparent reason. I mean, even though he was on the exempt list, he's also, also on. But it's safe to say it's obvious that Kareem Hunt should have been banned for life. Instead of the NFL bringing in trouble for players and having these teams sign up for no apparent reason, the NFL should do themselves a favor by banning trouble football players. Like, for instance, Reuben Foster. They could have done the same thing to Kareem Hunt. They should have done that months ago. They never did. Especially prior to the instance that he's been in last year. So I can tell you, though, but Kareem Hunt will not appeal his decision. I can tell you that he did apologize for his actions last year. I'll tell you that. And basically, everyone saw how that all went down. I mean, he could have been suspended for 10 games, 12 games, 16 games. That would have been good right there. Would have been a whole lot longer. I mean, instead, you gave him an 8-game suspension. So, but really, is that even enough? He should be getting a fine. So that's all you gotta know for sure. So basically, hopefully Kareem Hunt learns his lesson and learns his mistakes from his past last year and tries to focus on the positive and what kind of guys are gonna be off the field. That's what I and everyone else want to know for sure. And Tyreek Hill on the other side could have an arrest warrant awaiting him for sure, even though he was not charged nor arrested prior to the alleged battery incident. That is, so more details are going to emerge, and since he's in trouble, he's going to be released and banned from the NFL for sure. Everyone does. Same thing to Kareem Hunt. That didn't happen either, so I'm ashamed of that decision. But also just the fact that Kareem Hunt's been suspended for 8 games, probably not enough, but he should be suspended for 16 games for sure. So that's all there is to it, though, for sure. So there you have it, everybody. Also, in other news, Conor McGregor has been sued by Ahmad Abdurzak. That's the victim who had his phone smashed by Conor McGregor, that is. And that led to Conor McGregor being arrested for the second time. Posted bail $12,500 bond, that is. And also just the fact that he will be in court on April 10th, that is. Now he should be coming back. He's supposed to be coming back on April 6th, but fortunately that won't happen because he was suspended. He had a 6-month suspension, a $50,000 fine. He's allowed to come back April 6th, but that's not going to happen because the second incident that he's been in where he stomped and smashed a person's phone by the name of Ahmad Abdurzak, that is, who's a UK resident there. So Conor McGregor, that is, he had 2 felonies on him, one for felony robbery and the other for criminal mischief. The time that, this past week, he was arrested, smashed a person's phone, he walked out with it, took it with him. So Conor McGregor, that is, he's got to get together. Because I'm not sure what fate awaits Conor McGregor. He could be faced deportation by ICE. He could be released by the UFC for good. And this is going to literally affect and destroy his UFC career for good. So I'm not sure what the repercussions are. The repercussions he's been. I mean, look what happened. The Dolly incident. Then a bunch of UFC fighters. And then there was also the massive brawl, that is, at the UFC 229. That is, he was in that for sure. So, I mean, he completed community service at Brooklyn. He also attended He also completed anger management, and well, this past week he was at Miller's Ale House in Hollywood, Florida. That is, and sort of celebrated, taking pics with the fans, going going behind the bars. That is, cooking steaks in the kitchen. That is, he was working, by the way. He had proper 12 whiskey, like you see him on the commercial. That is, and also he gave out 10 shots to people at Miller's Ale House. Bought himself one. That is, Conor McGregor's bill was $636.66. Now, he was showing the staff some love, and he tipped $200. That is, he had a $200 tip. That is, he gave out a $200 tip. So, goodness for him. But it really is a big deal. Obviously, he could get 15 years in prison necessary. That happens. Who knows? So basically, I mean, everyone hardly likes him. I mean, Conor McGregor is one of the biggest stars in UFC history. But I can tell you this, that Conor McGregor could be released by UFC for good. And he gets in more trouble, it's over. And his court date's on April 10th, and eventually there are going to be repercussions ahead of him. It's not going to look good for him, not only for himself, but his entire career, and it's for his fans. So hopefully learns lessons. But the individual by the name of Ahmad Abdurzak, that is, he intended to sue Conor McGregor for, like, he was looking for $15K in damages. That is, also emotional distress. Also, just the fact that his phone was taken away from Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor smashed it for sure. I mean, Ahmad Abdurzak had pictures of his kiddos and family members and fans and individuals that he knew. So Conor McGregor smashed it, and hopefully he pays that fine for sure. Hopefully he gets it. Hopefully, I mean, he's looking for justice. That is, that's what he's trying to get. So hopefully Conor McGregor learns his lesson, tries to, tries to stay out of trouble. And try to stay out of trouble for sure, though. Hopefully, to the very least. But he can't mess up. So hopefully learns his lesson right there. Hopefully he does. So that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, by the way. Now I want to move on to another topic that I want to address. That is, by the way, it's also the Ring of Honor 17th anniversary results. Marty Scurll defeats Kenny King. Jeff Cobb retains the ROH Television title against Shane Taylor. Mayu Iwatani retains the Women of Honor World title against Kelly Klein. Rush defeats Bandito of Lifeblood. Villain Enterprises of PCO and Brody King. They walked as new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champs and no DQ World Tag Team title match. Congrats on that victory. And absolutely amazing, incredible match. And Jay Lethal retains the world title. That is, so congrats on his victory. For sure. Against Matt Taven. Marty Scurll sort of took the title. And just some 60-minute Iron Man match. It was an incredible match. Check it out live on pay-per-view if you want to, that is, guys. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that G1 Supercard of Honor is coming up next month. That is April 6th. You do not want to miss out on that. That's at the Garden. So it's must-see, must-watch live on Fight TV app, pay-per-view. So you can check that out if you want to. That is up to you guys. It was incredible. And don't forget afterwards that it's the WrestleMania week. And don't forget, though, that WrestleMania 35 is next month as well, April 7th at MetLife Stadium. That is. Don't miss out on that. So must-see, must-watch. Do not miss out on it. It's incredible. Live on the WWE Network. Free for the subscribers, so don't miss out on that, love, folks. It's really incredible, so don't you miss out on that, guys. It's absolutely amazing. So awesome show you guys got out there, but it's gonna be incredible. So love the results, by the way. I also want to get into another topic, and it is very disturbing. That is as you all may have found out, this yesterday there was a massacre that is at the a shooting massacre at the New Zealand mosque at a Christchurch, New Zealand, where 49 individuals were dead. Others were severely wounded, taken to local hospitals. Now, the Bangladesh's tour of New Zealand, it was canceled due to this malicious attack on two New Zealand Christchurch mosque. And 49, I told you 49 folks were dead. Now, the Bangladesh team, that is cricket team or soccer team, is safe. They're in lockdown at their hotel. Now, police had 4 arrests, and 3 were guys. One of them was a woman, that is, and police and the New Zealand police found explosive devices on vehicles. That is, that's all there is to it. The suspect, the shooting individual of the New Zealand mosque, was identified as 28-year-old Brenton Tarrant. That is, he was behind the massacre. That is. And he filmed it all on social media, Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, that is. And he was taken into custody. So basically, he was the individual responsible for the massacre of New Zealand. So my thoughts, and 49 folks were severely wounded. 49 folks were dead. Others were wounded. And my thoughts and prayers, my condolences go out to the individuals, family members, the fans, the Bangladesh team, that is, the fans, the viewers, subscribers, and the worldwide audiences out there. I know you're having a tough time out there, so I just keep every single one of you guys in your prayers, and I just hope you guys just recover and get to safe areas. So. Stay safe out there, guys. I know it's been a harsh experience out there, but I'm just hoping that, there's restoration in there, because it's got to stop. It was a malicious hate crime attack, and, it's got to dissolve. It's got to stop, and, just not right. So hopefully some order's going to be restored, and hopefully they can just, get it all together and try to at least, get the place get to safer areas, and hopefully those malicious attacks won't happen again. So hopefully order's gonna be restored for sure. So please stay safe out there, guys. Everyone just stay safe. That's all there is to it, that is. So that's all you gotta know for now. Now, another news I want to address is the fact that oh, by the way, 316 day. Happy 316 day, guys, everybody. It's Austin 316 day. Stone Cold Steve Austin, former WWE champion and Hall of Famer. It's Austin 316 day. You can see some of the greatest highlights, greatest results on the WWE Network on YouTube, that is. His favorite moments. The beer bath. Him, putting cement on Vince McMahon's ride. There's also him winning the WWE title against HBK, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 14. Mike Tyson ref that match. Also, just the time that back in last year, that's last January, he stunned Vince McMahon, Shane O'Mac, Raw's 25th anniversary. Amazing, incredible. What a welcome, what an ovation that was, and oh hell yes, love it. So happy 316 day, guys. Austin 316, he just whipped your butt. So Khalil 316 says, I just beat your butt. All said, but oh well, I'll be back for that. I'll be back, everybody. I'll be back. So you can relive that for sure. You can all relive that. Favorite moments. You can relive that on YouTube if you want to, guys. And incredible what he's done. Absolutely incredible. What? We all know it. We all know he's incredible. So, Stone Cold Stunners, beer baths, beer bash. He done it, being a Vince McMahon so much, especially in the hospital. Incredible. So you can check that out. So absolute icon. He's still the GOAT. We all know it. So hell yeah, we all know it. Hell yes, we all know by now. You can check that out. You want to see Steven's greatest moments and greatest rivalries. Check that out, guys. So don't miss out, though, folks. Don't miss out. Also, want to say happy birthdays to Blake Griffin and the process Joel Embiid. As of right now, that is done a whole lot to get where you're at. Still the goats. You guys still got it. Hopefully, you guys can make it to the playoffs necessary, to say the very least. But you guys still got it, and just hoping you guys get some amazing dunks you guys brought, showcases. Congrats on that. So, happy birthday to Blake Griffin and the process Joel Embiid. Hopefully they got their moments, but they'll get together. So that's all you got, Notions. That's all there is to it for now. All there is to it just for now, ladies. That's all there is to it. Now, another something I want to address is the fact that Panthers football player Taylor Hearn got into a bit of a street fight in Augusta, Georgia. He got KO, he got lights punched out. He was knocked out cold. Couple of guys outside of a bar. Hearn wasn't arrested. No one else was either. And no one knew what the confrontation was, but hopefully, they get it together. And just, for goodness sakes, guys, reason, just be reasonable, I just hope for once something's got to be done and, or it's got to be restored, so that's all there is to it. No one's acting though, so that's all there is to it, so nothing more to be said about that. So hopefully he does just lives with expectations, tries to, abide by the rules if necessary. Also, another topic I also want to address is the fact that, the college bribery probe's been going on this past week. They had a 50 arrest of actresses, CEOs, college coaches, even parents, by the way, and also a proctor, and the individual behind it, the alleged individual was none other than William Rick Singer, that is. That's the alleged individual that's behind the college bribery probe, that is. And, didn't live to expectations. I mean, where there was all sorts of where the parents were bribing their kiddos to go into these elite colleges by having someone that is take these exams, PSATs, ACTs, SATs, and they cheat their way into going to these different colleges they didn't go to, and have them go with student athletes recruited, but none of the students didn't play for any of these particular sports, that is, by the way. And obviously, there's fake photos, fake IDs. It's just absolutely also the ridiculousness. It's the wildest stories yet. And also, you may have found this past week that Lori Loughlin, she's been dropped from Hallmark, that is, despite the fact that she was arrested for she was arrested in the bribery probe, that is, paying I think 15 mil, that is, for sure. And obviously, it's just safe to say that they could have jail time for sure. And basically, Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman, they are being sued for 500 mil, that is. And basically, this case, ladies and gents, is not going to dissolve anytime soon. I can tell you that. But also, Olivia Jade, the Giannoli, that is, she was also removed from a yacht Bahamas by Rick Caruso, who was the USC Board of Trustees. Yeah, the USC Board of Trustees chairman, that is. Olivia Jade Giannoli, she was a YouTube sensation, was sent home, that is, despite the college admissions bribery probe. And they're not going, and she and her sister won't be returning to USC at all, despite the college admissions bribery probe, which has been going on from 2011 to 2019 through this year, that is. And eventually, there are going to be a lot of repercussions. Now, the students may not have been aware of this; others were. So, some of the students that basically were getting to these elite colleges by the parents who basically had arrests are probably don't know that the parents are probably, bribing them to think that they got these colleges for sure. And if I mean, none of them weren't playing any sports. I mean, there are fake IDs, fake athletic profiles, fake photos. I mean, also athletic bodies. But come on, it's all sorts of ridiculous. It really is. Now, even though Phil Mickelson says that his family members, oh his family said now Phil Mickelson, his family members got Rick Singer, own Rick Singer's company, that is, and basically to help his kids in search of college admissions, that is, college selections. But he didn't do any bribery, that is. Now Phil Mickelson went to Arizona State. He's got a 19-year-old girl who attending Brown University, 17-year-old daughter, and a 15-year-old son, that is, probably still in high school, that is. And he wasn't in the probe test, I'll tell you that, so that's good news for him. But, he was aware of it for sure, and he's disappointed that this probe got a little out of control and things got a little out of hand, but just hopefully, he learns some, just hopefully he stays out of trouble, that is, and focus on golf for sure, I'll tell you that. Now, another thing, that is, Joe Montana denies any wrongdoing. He didn't do anything wrong in this college bribery probe, that is. He also says that he's got like 4 kiddos, and he wasn't accused of this bribery probe, that is. He also says that Singer's company provided some consulting services to his family, like others, that is, with college app process. But not that Joe Montana was not in the bribery case. I can tell you that. He didn't do anything wrong, but he's safe for now. He's just safe. There's repercussions for him, and there's certainly repercussions for Phil Mickelson, that is. So basically, Phil Mickelson either does well. So basically, Phil Mickelson says that his family members were used Rick Singer's company, that is, to help his kids in search of college admission. He didn't do anything. He didn't do any bribery. Phil Mickelson went to Arizona State, got a 19-year-old girl, attends Brown University, 17-year-old daughter, and 19-year-old kid, that is, 19-year-old son, that is. So hopefully for once he can just focus on golf. He's not in there, but I can tell you, though, that nothing's ever happened to him. So hopefully he just gets all together, tries to stay focused on golf for once, and just try to stick to the game. So something's gonna be done with it. Also, one topic I also want to address is and also Olivia J. Smith dropped some Sephora, that is, makeup line she's got, in spite of her parents being arrested and charged for the college bribery probe, that is. So that's all there is to it for once. And there's gonna be a little more details coming with this. In that case, it isn't gonna dissolve anytime soon. Everything new comes up on this college bribery probe, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I'll keep you guys up to date on that for sure. And also, one thing I also want to address is, just the fact. Oh, also, by the way, one address is that Rowdy Ronda Rousey, she was fined, that is, for previous actions this past week, slapping a ref. After she attacked Dana Brooke, that is, and she got a Raw Women's title match against Dana Brooke this coming Monday, that is. So hopefully she just gets, Ronda Rousey, she's going to beat Dana Brooke. So that's all there is to it, all you got to know for now. So, I just hopefully once she just gets it all together and tries to stay focused on her Raw Women's title match and tries to just at least, make good decisions and try to get it together. Fun to watch, but, I just hopefully for once that the horsewoman of WWE versus the horsewoman of UFC is going to happen. I'm talking about Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, Bayley, Sasha Banks, taking on Rowdy Ronda Rousey, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, Marina Shafir, the Supernote from Moldova, and Jessamine Duke. That's the match that I would love to see. Matter of fact, that's the match that everyone wants to see. So I'm looking forward to that match. Hopefully it happens pretty soon. In the coming months, that is, the coming weeks. I'm looking forward to it. I know everyone is out there, so enough said about that. Hopefully something's got to be done, but hopefully some will be done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Khalil the Hannibal Sports War YouTube channel and Facebook page. And please be sure you also subscribe to the Khalil the Hannibal Sports War YouTube channel and Facebook page by any means necessary. Send me your thoughts. Your responses of Tyreek Hill being investigated over an alleged bribery incident that got into. Tell me what repercussions he's going to face. Is it going to be released? Is it going to be banned as Is it going to be banned from the NFL? Let me know in the comment section about that. Be sure to send me your comments, your tweets, your responses of the Ring of Honor 17th anniversary results from yesterday. Let me know about that. I'll respond and address to that as well. And send your thoughts and prayers to the individuals in the New Zealand massacre in the New Zealand mosque, that is. So it's a really tough scenario that they're in right now. So send me your thoughts and prayers in the comment section down below, and please do so by any means necessary, because they're really having a tough time right now. And be sure to send me your comments, your tweet, and be sure to send your birthday wishes, your shout outs to Joel and Process, Joel and Bean, and Blake Griffin in the comment section, please, by any means necessary about that as well. And be sure to send me your comments with your reactions of Kareem Hunt being suspended for 8 games, even though he didn't listen to expectations, that is, in spite of the 3 incidents that he's been in last year, for sure. Mosaic nightclub incident, the time where, in last February, where he pushed and kicked Abigail Ottinger, that is, and the time that he got punched, and they punched a guy at a Putin Bay resort in Ohio, that is. Remember with that. Tell me what you think of Conor McGregor being sued, that is, and what repercussions are going to await Conor McGregor on April 10th. That's his court date, that is. Let me know in the comments what you think. And also, just be sure to send me, what repercussions are going to be awaiting in the college admissions bribery probe, that is. Let me know about that. I'll get more to that for sure. And I'll let everyone know as to, if any new details come up, that is. I'll let you guys know. Tell me what you think of the Taylor Hearn getting into a street fight in Augusta, Georgia. And I'll let you guys know for sure. I'll keep you guys posted up to date. I'll be back more with live breaking news, showing topics, developing storylines, and a whole lot more, guys. Also, by the way, Duke beat UNC. Zion Williamson came back. And don't forget, guys, AC tournament, you'll see Duke take on Florida State tonight. Don't miss out on that. But, Zion Williamson's back, and you'll see Duke take on Florida State, that is, later on tonight. So, Duke's going to put a beating on Florida State, which they will. Look forward to that, so don't miss out on that. That's must see, must watch. And I'm back with more live breaking news, showing topics, developing storylines, all on the Khalil the Hannibal Sports War YouTube channel and Facebook page that are all things sports related. That's all you got to know, folks. So all there is to it. So take care.